Welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today we're going to be doing the topic of Halloween. What do the Halloween oracle cards have for you right now? In this season, what do they got for you? Upcoming season. Could be the season of life. Could be the literal season we're going to be coming into in September, which will be autumn. So please take a moment to look at the cards to pick, and then I'll meet you in your reading. I'll see you later. All right. Pile 1 will be Midnight. Pile 2, Forgiveness. And Pile 3, Cauldron. Take a moment to take a deep breath and center yourself, and then choose your pile. Welcome, Pile 1, those of you who picked Midnight. And it says the most magical hour of all. Welcome to your reading. Just remember that this is a pick a card reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind for others. If you're interested in a personal reading, the description box down below will have more information for you. So, Midnight. The most magical hour of all. And we have January's rebirth. And then Persephone, maturity. Come on, focus. There we go. All right, so Pile 1, for your reading today, we will also be pulling from the Shaman's Dream. So this is the Halloween Oracle, and then these two cards are from the Wild Woman Oracle. This will be from the Shaman's Dream, so it's all oracles today. So for the coming season, whether that's this literally this season or the season of life, there is a sense of renewal and rebirth, especially with the Persephone. You know, she spends some time down with Hades, and then she comes up during spring for the rebirth of everything. Then you also have January and rebirth, and so you have that as well. And with the maturity here, let's get some more cards for Pile 1 from this deck and see what else. But there is this sense of highly anticipated rebirth, a highly anticipated beginning, a highly anticipated change, and something you've been working towards, Pile 1. That you are just now beginning to get some maturity, some perspective on. You're starting to understand the growth for that. And you may have even been burning the midnight oil to get these things rolling, and or because you've been worried about it, or you know, you may even just wake up at midnight after you've been asleep because your brain just won't stop. Any more for Pile 1, please? Thank you. Deep quiet, meditation, and stillness. Okay, so for Pile 1, I think with all of this rebirth energy, you know, that's a lot of energy that it takes to do a new beginning and all of that. And with January is a rebirth, but you're still having to wait quite a few months before you can actually go out and do much of anything. But it's during this time that you're able to plan for the future, and you're able to plan for what you want to do in that spring harvest or that spring planting, right? So with this deep quiet meditation and stillness, I think that right now you're being called to take some time to meditate, take some time to be still, take some time to really look into your situation and see, and then with all of these clocks everywhere, like she's wearing a clock and then there's the clock behind her. I see an image of a calendar moving, like, you know, time moves whether you're going to take the rest or not. Time moves whether you're going to take the action or not, whether you choose to go through this rebirth cycle or not. Time's going to go. Time's going to move. And with a season of rest and thought and contemplation and stillness and meditation, you're able to assimilate things much easier, and you'll be ready for that period of growth to take off once spring hits, once this Persephone and maturity and all of that. Let me see if there's anything else for pile 1. Vanishing mirror, ego sublimation. So with that, I get that there will be a doing away of things for you, that there will be a cleansing, a purge, if you will. And that it's going to happen when you have taken this time for rest, when you've taken this time for stillness. The purge will happen, because you can't, when we're busy being busy, we don't have the opportunity to really mentally cycle through things. And when you pause, when you take a moment, when you're still, things start to make sense. Ideas start to formulate. I think we as humans have a tendency right now in this culture to not be comfortable with stillness. We need things that have noise, because we're not comfortable with our thoughts. We're not comfortable being alone. We're not comfortable with what could come up if we were to just be still. And you're being told to be still. Quite a lot of us in humanity are being told to be still. And pile 1, that is for sure the biggest lesson. And maybe your answers will come in the stillness. Actually, I know your answers will come in the stillness. You want to know why I know? Because it's happened for me. You have to make time for the emotions. You have to make time for the dreams. You have to give them time to sit and marinate, and to give your brain downtime and stillness and nature and all of that. Like our body and our mind and our soul is this delicate ecosystem that needs to be nurtured the right way. And unfortunately, in our culture, we don't embrace and enjoy some of the things that will actually be the most healing and most beneficial for us as a species, which is to meditate, to be still, to go out, to give rest, to pay attention to the cycles of the seasons and kind of mimic that in your life. There's a time for rest, there's a time for preparation, there's a time for reaping the rewards, there's a time for celebration. Like, make sure you are doing things and giving yourself time, or giving yourself that fullness of experience that we get here on earth. We were meant to experience all of that. Don't short sell yourself on that, pile 1. But that's all I have for you today. And give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. And be looking out for more videos to drop soon. Thank you so much for joining pile 1. I hope you stick around, and I'll see you in the next video. Pile 2, those who chose forgiveness. Reducing burden. Now, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer readings, personal readings, private readings. Check the description box down below for more details. So let's get into this. We have Rise of the Inner Warrior, Solidarity, Following Forgiveness and Reducing Burden. Okay. And then on here, it actually says, I am no longer accepting the things I cannot change. I am changing the things I cannot accept, by Angela Davis. And then we're going to go ahead and pull more cards from this deck, the Shaman's Dream deck. So, while I shuffle here for you, pile 2. There is a time of reconciliation coming, but it's going to require your inner warrior, your inner fighter, your inner strength to come forward. Pile 2, there is this sense of forgiveness comes at a cost, but that's not always true, pile 2. Forgiveness isn't always, or isn't really even about the other person. It's more about being able to free yourself and your emotions from that situation so that you're no longer tied to it, so that you're no longer allowing it to hurt you or determine your next steps. You know, you're not reacting from a place of fear or anger or any other emotion you don't want to be acting from. Forgiveness allows you to free yourself from those chains that the other person tried to put on you. Okay, pile 2? So don't be afraid of forgiveness, because forgiveness does not equal allowing them back into your circle. I'll repeat that again. Forgiving someone does not mean you need to allow them back in your circle. Forgiving someone does not mean you need to allow them back into your circle, pile 2. Okay? Forgiving someone is so that you can remove the chains that they tried to put on you, or that situation tried to put on you, so that you can continue and heal and progress forward and you're not stagnant. Okay? So there's going to be this sense of the rise of the inner warrior. Like, you're going to find your strength through this forgiveness process, okay? You're going to find solidarity. You may even find a group of friends that will help you, or a group of friends will help you, or you're going to join a group of friends that are going to give you the confidence and strength for that inner warrior to come forward, okay? And then we have Woodwives, Adaptability. Come on, focus. There we go. And I think we're going to go for one more here. Pile number 2, being adaptable is also a good thing. Like, if you're stuck in the mud, it's easy to break. It's easy to break you. Like, if you're stiff and you're not able to move, it's easy to break you. But if you're adaptable, you're going to go with the wind. You're going to go with the flow, right? And sometimes the rise of the inner warrior requires to embrace that inner flow, to embrace the ability to be super adaptable, okay? Because there's only so much we can control in this lifetime, and mainly it's ourselves and our actions. And so the adaptability has to be there for yourself and your actions regarding the situations that you're going to be facing. So the more adaptable that you become, pile 2, I think that the easier you're gonna breathe, the wiser you're gonna be as well. So any other cards for pile 2? Let's see. Okay, lost compass, getting back to integrity. So you may have lost your way somewhere because of someone else's influence, pile 2, and now you're on a journey back to who you are. You're on a journey to find the inner warrior and allow her to go be out and everything. And with this getting back to integrity and the lost compass, like that's your direction. Like your inner warrior is a compass, and you're gonna be finding out. I get this thing from this. Okay, sorry, I'm getting a few. So some of you will refine that inner compass through the act of forgiving. You're gonna remember who you are, who you want to be, and never mind what that other person. We've already discussed it. We've already laid it in the past. It doesn't have anything to do with the other person. But through the act of forgiveness, you're going to find some aspects of yourself that you thought were lost, pile 2. And in that process, you're going to surprise yourself too. And that inner warrior is going to raise up. And you're going to become like the queen or king of adaptability and being able to stand up for yourself, stand up for others, and let's see. Let's see what else here. Reducing your burden for forgiving will go a long way towards finding the peace you seek, pile 2. That's what I have for you, pile 2. So I hope that resonated, and if it did, please hit the thumbs up and tell me that you want more like this. And if you haven't hit subscribe yet, please do so you can catch some of the rest of my videos as they come out. And I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye, pile 2. Pile 3, those who chose the Cauldron, synergy and healing. Okay. Now just remember, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a private reading, please check the description box down below for more details. And let's get into it. The next one you have is Blessed Yule, Hope, with synergy and healing. That's beautiful, pile 3. Oh my gosh. Okay. Synergy and healing and hope. Like, who doesn't want that message? Okay, pile 3. I think you and I need to do this together. Take a deep breath with me right now, will you? So I feel like you've been anxious about something, pile 3, and the universe and your guides are really, really, really wanting to encourage you and give you comfort and peace with this energy and healing and hope, okay? That's what I get off of these cards right away, and I'm going to be pulling more cards from the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck, okay? So pile 3, what else can we know about pile 3? So Cauldron, synergy and healing, blessed Yule, hope. There's a huge thing of like home and hearth here, because you have the Cauldron, which is representative of the heart of your home, and then blessed Yule, a time when we're all gathered in our home and making our home smell good and look good and very festive with the twinkle lights and the tree and the snow or cold weather outside and just that homey feeling. I'm getting goosebumps. That is the big energy that is just coming off of these cards right now, and that it's like there's also an element of the fact that you are much more protected than you think you are, pile 3, with this big old pentacle behind the Cauldron. There is someone or someone's on the lookout for you, who are protecting you, who have your back, and your guides, your ancestors, they really just want you to reach out to them, and they will be there to comfort you at any time. And they want you to remember some of the past times that you may have had during Yule that you can still bring forward at this time. Is there Do you like listening to certain music, or do you have a fireplace going, or do you drink a certain type of tea, or, you know, all of these things that we use to comfort ourselves and bring in the spirit of Yule and Christmas. We can bring in that sense of that beautiful emotion, that beautiful time of the end of the year, Yule. We can bring that in at any time of the year if we wanted to. And right now you're being reminded that we can all definitely make our home that inviting, that cozy, that warm, and that healing all the time. We are not limited to doing it in just one season. We are not limited in doing it in just one way. Because how a home is comfortable and healing and cozy is going to be different to other people. I mean, you can look up, I think of things like hygge and just making things cozy. You know, like boho is cozy to me, and so that would be what would be cozy. And pile 3, I'm really getting that you are just hugely comforted right now. You are hugely protected, and they really want you to just kind of like nourish your soul with cozy things, with the good things of life, with the hygge things of life. I'm not getting any cards. Okay, pile 3. Any other cards, please? Any. You can also be looking for synchronicity too between this and other messages. If you've been getting this, we finally have a jumper. Okay, Winter's Dream, gestation period. Oh my gosh, it's a beautiful card though. So again, with Yule being in winter and then Winter's Dream and gestational period, like it's definitely a time for you to cozy up, pile 3, to find ways to make your home cozy, to like comfort yourself in ways that you love. And you know what? It doesn't matter what anyone else says. Like, it's your way of doing things, pile 3. So your guides definitely want you to do that. Let's see if we have one more. Any other messages? Keeping these short and sweet today. Oh, we got one more. Okay. Unmarked trail revelation. There you go. And there's that hope, right? Unmarked trail revelation. So going off the beaten path, doing things outside your ordinary. Like, this is not, we are not like filming, this is August, so it's definitely not winter. It is still the height of summer here in Arizona, but who cares if it's August right now and you want it to look like Yule, if you want it to be cozy like Yule, if you want the twinkle lights, if you want the candles, if you want the tree up, if you want the music, if you want the smell, whatever, then do it. You know, if there are certain meals that you usually make during that time of year, make them now. It's a time to nourish your soul, no matter what the time on the calendar is. Okay, pile 3. There, of course, with winter, there's always a time of. When I think of winter, it's this time of drawing in, of being inside, being cozy. It's kind of also a lot to do with hibernating and like preparing and resting up for the more active times of year. And you know, maybe that's what you need, pile 3, is you've been active. You need that time right now. You need that deep healing time, that time of hope and rest and like restoration, recuperation, revelation. You need time for things to grow. And sometimes for things to grow, they have to be in the dark for a while. And so we're left kind of just twiddling our thumbs and waiting. And in that waiting period, you can do a lot, pile 3. So that's all I have for you today, and please hit that thumbs up if you like the video, and please subscribe if you haven't already so you can watch the next videos that I drop, and I'll see you in my next reading. Thank you, Pile 3.